Welcome back to Stress Lessons or More. I want to emphasize the need to be intentional about working on your stress, anxiety, depression, whatever it is you deal with. You need to be intentional. With that said, you also need to be patient with yourself and meet yourself and love yourself where you are, with a desire to have that mindset to learn, be willing to make some changes, be willing to really take good care of yourself. Don't let the stress or anxiety stop you from doing things. Just have a good balance so that you're also taking very good care of your health and especially your relationship with Jesus Christ. So the videos on the relaxation videos, do them at night. If you do them for 10 to say 30 days, you don't notice a good increase with your level of sleep, you might move them to the afternoon, do a mid-afternoon, a mid-evening one. If you're having stress and anxiety, part of that is teaching your brain, your nervous system to bring it down, to not be on that high alert. If you've been through really stressful situations, especially if they're unpredictable and unsafe, like an abusive situation when there's no predictability, of course, war, where there's no predictability, but there's that threat all the time. Be extra patient with yourself. The alarm system has been on, and it's going to take some retraining. It's going to take some intentionality and lots of soothing talk to yourself with comforting, kind, true words. And then we were talking about boundaries versus manipulation. Again, manipulation is the person trying to manipulate the situation to get what they want. Boundaries is just where one person ends, the other begins. Boundaries are all throughout the Bible. God is a God of a boundary. I mean, he shows boundaries. Even the night is separate from the day. The commandments, all things that are good for us and out of love. Manipulation is very self-centered. Manipulation is also very unsure of themselves enough to go and say, hey, I'm worth something in this too. We both are. And then be really careful, especially if you've been in an abusive home, of revenge or even punishment. Because you got hurt, I need to hurt somebody else, or because I didn't like what you did to me, I need to lash out back at you. That is when abuse starts to form. So be very cautious of that. Discipline, self-discipline is what we need to say, hey, I'm going to let you back out of this situation. I'm going to have enough self-discipline to follow through with a consequence that takes some work on my part. So be aware that boundaries is always out of love for both parties involved, and it stops you from enabling other people's bad choices. It's not going to punish them, but there will be consequences that you have to follow through with, because every time you come around here, you're talking negative about people. I'm going to get up and leave until you're done talking about them, so that we can continue a relationship, but I don't have to be involved in that. So that would be an example of a boundary and not enabling somebody else's bad behavior. Be intentional, work on the skills in this program, listen